called Iraq's Reliberation, How General David Petraeus Changed the Country's Rules. I'm going to just focus on one line. General David Petraeus' Baghdad office reflects the man. It's Spartan. Right there. Let's not go any further. It's Spartan. Just saw this great documentary on Sparta the other day. And I've been interested in Sparta for a long time because they've kind of been like made out to be the superheroes of the Greeks, you know. If you like WWE or anything, that's the Spartans. The Spartans, of course, were a Greek society that was very militant, very conservative, and very successful in building an empire for hundreds and hundreds of years. Now, the thing about Sparta is we tend to use this term, Sparta and Spartan, only in a positive meaning these days. He's a true Spartan, aka meaning a true warrior, a true stand-up individual, someone who is courageous, does not buckle, a skilled fighter. But people fail to realize that Sparta, like any empire, also crumbled. Okay? Sparta not only crumbled, it collapsed because of its inflexibility, very similar to what our military is like today. So calling David Petraeus a true Spartan, first of all, I don't think is accurate, because the way he's been made out is that he understands how counterinsurgencies work better than anyone in the American army. Counterinsurgencies meaning groups of people who are rebelling against the sovereign government, you know, rebel groups. They could be many. How do you fight guys who are fighting from the shadows, from their apartment houses? In other words, how do you fight needles in haystacks? Now, if he truly is the most creative person in our army about that, then he wouldn't be a true Spartan, because the Spartans were very inflexible. They took their young boys at a very young age, and they basically submitted them into obedience, lashing them, violence, removing them from any contact with women or girls until they were of a manhood age. That's why there was a lot of homosexuality, by the way, in the Spartan army, because they were only around each other, boys with boys. But what happened to Sparta was they finally lost when their empire got a little too big, just like ours. And there was one of their favorite punching bags was Thebes, okay? And the Thebians got a little smart and creative. They started using different type tactics in their warfare. They deepened their lines, you know, so when they went head to head, there was a more depth to the line. When a guy would get tired, they would go to the back of the line and a fresh fighter would come up. The Romans adopted this fighting philosophy with great success. The Spartans did not adopt this deeper line, and this hurt them because their fighters got tired. See the tangent, not the tangent, the synonymous relationship here. Our fighters are getting tired. We don't have enough of them. Supposedly, by the end of the Spartan Empire, they only had 1,000 true Spartan warriors. 1,000, because they were so non-inclusive, you know. Now, Adolf Hitler also idolized the Spartans. He liked this idea of finding just the perfect genetic fighter. And he was also very non-inclusive of people who didn't meet the criteria of what he thought was a genetic Superman. Do we do this? I mean, we really do try to recruit, but then again, we give homosexuals a lot of problems with joining the army. We say, don't ask, don't tell. I mean, might be a lot of homosexual men and women out there who could boost the forces. I don't know. But anyway, getting back to Sparta. So they ended up getting defeated by Thebes because Thebes used naval warfare better. They had deeper lines. They used different kind of tactics than just going head on with each other, where they encircled and ambushed and did all sorts of things that the Spartans would label not courageous or wimpish, and they got defeated. Not once, not twice, but I think it was 3 times by the Thebans because they wouldn't adapt. So when we say someone's like a Spartan, yes, very courageous, skilled warriors, but also very inflexible, very unadaptable. And this was one of their downfalls.